What's up, guys? How's it going? It's Jack here. Today, discussing another episode of Talking Ball and the Los Angeles Lakers Summer League team. Now, I'm going to be focusing on the 5 guys who are going to be on their actual roster, and therefore, I really won't be touching on any of the other guys who've played, Zach August, Mustafa Fall, maybe even Jabari Brown. I'm only going to be focusing on the 5 roster players for the Lakers. So, without further ado here, let's get started with their best player so far this summer, which has been D'Angelo Russell. Russell has definitely been the leader of the team, and obviously he's been averaging 23 points per game over the first 3 games here. He's looked great, much improved over his first season in the league, and you'd expect that from the number 2 overall pick to come into his second summer league and really dominate, and so far he's done exactly that, which is what you'd want. The turnovers are a little concerning. You'd hope he'd be able to rein that in, especially since he's averaging more turnovers than assists with the ball being in his hands so much, but he's shooting the ball so well and scoring so well that it's okay, and he will have to learn. And the thing is that opposed to a traditional, rookie trial by fire that, Mouye got last season, you look back at Westbrook, who had it, John Wall, Rose. Russell didn't really get that opportunity because he was playing on a team with Kobe, with Jordan Clarkson, with Lou Williams. And so I think this year will be his real, transition into being the primary ball handler like all the time. And it's going to take time for him to learn how to make the right decisions with his passing and his decision making. Now on to the guy who's the number 2 pick this year, which was Brandon Ingram. Ingram has looked okay. He hasn't been able to, he hasn't shot the ball well. He hasn't hit a single 3-pointer yet in 3 games, which is a little surprising. At least for me, he's shown an ability to definitely score off the bounce, and he definitely has the tools to be a very good player. You can tell that right away. His length is a game changer. Now, he hasn't been able to really get involved in the offense, and I think some of that has to do with Russell's inability to really get the team offense flowing and really only, being able to jumpstart himself. Now, some of that's Russell and some of that's Ingram. Ingram's got to get himself more involved and kind of move without the ball better. And, he's got to get used to having, someone else with the ball in their hands. Now, do I think this will change when the season starts? Absolutely. I think that Luke Walton will make sure that Russell isn't the only one with the ball in their hands. And obviously, Clarkson will be there and Randall will be there and even, Luol Deng. But the ball just it needs to move a little bit better in this Lakers team. Granted, they are undefeated. Now, the guy who's really, in my opinion, played the best for the Lakers besides Russell has been Larry Nance Jr., and it's not really close. He has shown an ability to knock down the 3, hitting 2 threes and 4 or 5 attempts now in the Summer League, which is not something that I guess you would have thought going into the Summer League. And it's great development for his game. He's been rebounding the ball very well with 7 a game and 3 steals and 2 blocks a game, making a great impact on the defensive end, showing he can switch out onto some smaller players and really use his athleticism to his advantage. Offensively, his game isn't, totally developed yet. But if he can, if that 3-point shot is legitimate, and it's tough to tell, it's only a small sample size, 5 shots, obviously, but still he has shot it with confidence. And if that is legitimate going into the regular season, then his offensive game is all of a sudden, he has all of his cutting, his athleticism, and he's obviously a good roll man and on the pick and roll there. And so he really may. And his defense is obviously very, very good and better than Randall's, I would say. And so he really may challenge Randall for that power forward starting spot on the Lakers. And I wouldn't be surprised after seeing, Draymond Green supplant David Lee there for the Warriors if Luke Walton doesn't go that route and not go with necessarily the conventional guy as the starter. I know last season that that Lance did start a little bit over Randall, but I wouldn't necessarily say that, that was the conventional thought going into this season. Now, the two less heralded guys who are on the roster for the Lakers who are playing in the Summer League, or who will most likely be, are the second-round picks, which are Anthony Brown and Ivica Zubac. Now, Zubac has had a very good Summer League. He has, he's blocked shots, he's rebounded and shown an ability to score in the paint. He's knocked down his free throws. This is not a guy who should have slipped as far as he did. Now, he is a little bit slow, but you need big guys in today's NBA. I know that they've been kind of phased out, but you need those guys who are going to play 15 to 20 minutes a game for your team. And Zubac looks to be that type of player for the Lakers, and it sure looks like they've had another draft steal with him. Now, Anthony Brown, on the other hand, I don't think he's looked nearly as great. Defensively, sure, he still looks like himself. He uses his length and his size to really impact the guards that he's matched up with. And he is physically strong, but you'd hope for that three-point shot to maybe go in a little bit more often for him, and that would really make him more of a threat offensively, more playable than as a 3-and-D wing. His defense isn't great like a Tony Allen or Roberson even. Roberson's great, honestly. I shouldn't have said even. He's a very good defender. And so, therefore, without that offensive game, he's not good enough defensively to compensate for it, to earn himself playing time. And so, this would have been a big time for him to showcase that skill, and so far he has been unable to do so. But guys, let me know what you think about the players I highlighted. The 5 roster players for the Lakers. I think Ingram's going to be all right. I just think that so far he hasn't adjusted well, but I think with the real roster around him and the complement of full coaching staff during the regular season, he will definitely perform better than he has so far in the Summer League. And Zubac as well, it looks like a real steal. The Lakers as a whole have drafted really, excellently over the past 3 seasons. But let me know what you guys think about their Summer League roster in the comments below. If you think one of those non-roster players will make the team or what else. Make sure to subscribe, though, for all of our great videos in the future. Thanks.